Hey tubers, welcome back for another adventure. So, it's decision time for this 200S. And by that I mean, how far do we take this thing? Be very easy to smash a gas tank on here. And there are many, many in the horde to pick from. I could pick that one and cut a hole in it and put a plastic gas tank into it. I can restore this guy, and up here I even keep a couple of really nice ones on the side. There's a couple in boxes floating around here somewhere too. I was lucky when over the last 35 years or so I was able to buy a lot of this stuff back in the days when it was cheap. So I did, and I put it aside. So there's the gas tank decision. The front fork decision. Right now, it'll roll on those front forks. Somebody told me they were backwards. I don't think so, but no, they're not backwards. Wait a minute. Or perhaps they are. That's interesting. So anyway, actually that would make sense, being the other way around. Anyhow, front forks. Do I just run them seized, or do I change them out? If I decide to swap them out, do I pop a set of just regular front forks on them, or do we do some kind of upgrade? And by upgrade, I mean putting something like a 200X set of forks on there. 200X gets you not only a little longer travel, a little narrower front tire, it also gets you a disc brake up front. There are many things that should go into the decision on what you want to do. For this particular all-terrain vehicle, the frame, the engine, the exhaust system, it's got the chain guard on it, both the aluminum one and the back chain guard on it. The back bearings feel like they're good. So it could be argued, if you can find yourself some really nice plastic, a really nice gas tank, good set of forks, and a headlight, you could actually bring this all the way back. So that's one consideration. I guess here is the other consideration. I already have a mint one sitting right back in here. A friend of mine was going to part this out, and I talked him into selling it to me rather than part it out, and it was worth a fortune in parts because it is mint. So I managed to get it from him and save it from becoming a parts bike. So, what would you guys do? Would you go through the trouble of bringing it all the way back? Trying to find some really, really nice plastics for it? Would you go through the trouble of bringing it kind of back the way it is? Would you bring it back, try to bring it back 100% from a functionality point of view? And to do that, you would have to change those front forks. You'd have to downsize the back tires. And even that front tire, it's going to be a little bit of a rough rider. So, would you do that? Air cleaner. Would you go through the trouble of putting the old air cleaner box, or would you upgrade it? Just put a China filter on it, or if you really want to be careful, a 2-stage air cleaner on it. But just hang it off the end of the carburetor and let that be that. This is where things, once again, always get interesting. And this is kind of my philosophy on the whole thing. I like to ride my stuff. I don't really run it that hard. You know, I don't have it in the water all the time. Tom Martin used to do that. They used to race the all-terrain vehicles through the water and so forth. I'm really not into that. But I do like them reliable. I like them when they start and they run and they move, and it doesn't take me hours to get them started or any of that other trivia. I like to pull the string, it's running, hop on, take a ride. So that's me. That's what I want out of them. I normally try to bring them back to full functionality. Like for this one, first of all, turn those forks around, see if that makes any difference. My bad on screwing that up. The recoil starter. Though I do have a recoil starter downstairs that has a compression release cable on it that's in really, really nice condition, I probably wouldn't put it on this bike. I'm saving it, you know. Should I put it on? If I find another one that's in like perfect condition, it'll go on that one. The seat, there's a whole horde of seats floating around. I'm sure I could dig one up. Back tires, I want to get back to OEM, and I want to get back to OEM soft. Like these. Right? The Honda 200S's, ATC200s, ATC185s, the whole bunch of these. They're kind of hardtails. They have no suspension in the back, and it's really, really... these tires would be battering to ride around on. I don't think they'd get stuck all that easy, but they would be a tough ride. It's always interesting to hear what my fellow watchers think about this, what they're going to do. I tend to think this thing, minus the tires obviously, kind of came through a certain way, and I normally try to keep them a lot like they were when they came in, including the tape around the headlight. Assuming that this works, why would I mess with it? Yeah, I'm sure I can dig around and find a good headlight and a good headlight bucket and so forth and change it, but why? You know, this thing has the battle scars of being 35 years old now. So in a way, I kind of want to leave those battle scars, even for the taillight. But that's just me. A lot of people wouldn't be happy until they got it as OEM original, as nice as they could get it. Back to it. I like them when I can pull the string, they're running, and I can get a ride. So that's where I want to go with it. You guys kind of opening the forum up for a debate. Obviously, the nice thing about bringing them completely back is it's one project, you're on it for a long time, and you kind of go through the minutia of where you got the plastic, and where you're going to get the forks, and the right size tires are, and all that other trivia. I just want it to run. Okay, once again, please share your thoughts. I want to thank you all for dropping by to watch, and comment, and subscribe. Please remember, feet down, heads up, and get out and enjoy each and every day. Bye now.